All right, we get ready to do the prediction vlogs for the prediction vlog for this next event, Invasion 2. Let me get all this stuff up. Let me add him on the camera. All right, it's Frozen Be working on it. I'm trying to get things going with it now. 1 second. Bear with me. Bear with me. It's stuck. Okay, let me okay. All right, we're trying to get it together. We're trying to get it together. Nobody does it as well as Caswell. Are you there?
What's up, Truth It?
Nothing much, man. A couple people said that it was freezing. Hopefully it was freezing because, yeah, it was freezing probably people because we were trying to get connected. And I'm connected with Caswell now, so we can get this thing going. First off, how are you, sir? I just heard you did your predictions with John Regal.
Yeah, we were here kicking it. You know, we figured we'd run down the card.
Okay.
We were trying to coordinate with you.
Right.
But then he had a split. So.
Okay, sorry. Well, shout out to John Regal. I want to know, why are so many people mad at John Regal? Why do they hate that man so much?
You know, I don't know, honestly, some of the backstories.
Yeah? Well,
You know,
I mean, sure. Let me.
that's my dude, though.
Listen.
I've known him for fucking 15 years.
He had 2 battles that I reviewed. The last 2 battles I reviewed, your battle and a battle that I'm doing right now, Doe versus AC or something like that, AP. Shout out to Dap Jones. Dap, how you doing?
What's up?
I did the review on those battles, and both of the dudes were just talking crazy about John Regal. Why is he the most hated man? Why does he rub people the wrong way?
That's that team villain, you know?
I guess so, man. He got more. I wouldn't want to have that many enemies. He got a lot of people that don't like him.
Yeah, but he just shrugs it off, too. That's what I love about him, you know? He's like, it is what it is.
Oh, okay. Shout out to MC Motion. They said they hate him because he called a black dude the N-word on the internet. Is that true?
I don't know.
Well, it's Sunday. I'm a Christian. I'm forgiving. So, you know, I forgive him for it. You know, let it go.
That's my dude. I tell you guys one thing. Regal is not racist.
Right. Okay.
He hates everybody.
Okay, he hates everybody equally. Okay. All right. So we have, first off, let me just say, for the Invasion card, Saturday, March 3rd, and Sunday, March 4th, I will be in attendance. I plan on being there. I'm taking my wife and my daughter. We're gonna rent a hotel room. We're gonna have a hotel room for 2 days, and so I could be able to go to the event, go right back to the hotel, go to the next event, go to the hotel, come home, and you know, just kind of make a weekend out of it. So I'm really looking forward to it. So
that's what's up.
I'm looking forward to meeting you. Looking forward to meeting all the Premiere. Listen, I've been a fan of Premiere for a long time, doing the reviews for them and everything for like the past year. And the only person from Premiere I think I've met is Daff, and you know, a couple other people from Premiere, but not not as many people as I'd like to meet. I can't wait to meet Saint. I want to meet Louis Loaf. I hope Loaf is there. So the Invasion card is Saturday, March 3rd from 7 to 11. And day 2 is Sunday, 6 to 10, March 4th. That's going to be in Peabody, Mass, 20 Stevens Street. So I can't wait to go there. But just a lot of these battles, you know, I tried to do a review. I did a recording. I recorded my review of like the card, and it came out crap because I don't know half the battlers. So, do you know many? Do you know any of them, or do you know more than you probably know more than I do, right?
I mean, I've seen, like I said in the one me and Regal just did. You know, I have a good feel. I've watched at least one. I've tried to watch at least one battle for each opponent.
Okay.
And I try to feel for the style, the way they punch, the way they scheme, their presentation, you know, all that. And then I just kind of go off that, you know, for the opposition.
Okay. So I'll send you guys the info. If you just hit me up on Facebook, I'll send you guys the info for the card. I am definitely looking forward to going out and seeing it. And if you want to, you know, link up so you can go to the card too, just let me know. It's the Invasion card, Saturday, March 3rd, day 1, and day 2 is Sunday, March 4th. So I'm really looking forward to it. So let me ask you a question. Doe just battled, did he just battle AP? Who did Doe?
Yeah.
Okay. So Doe battled AP. Now I'm gonna release that review because I'm still editing it. It takes a long time to edit these battles, man. People don't understand. It's like,
and we appreciate it, bro.
Yeah. So
we look forward to reviews like we look forward to the releases themselves.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. So I'm gonna release the review of Doe versus AP soon. But it was kind of hard for me to judge because AP had bars and he had punches. But Doe had presence, he had the voice, he had the charisma. So I know a lot of people felt like Doe killed him, and I don't necessarily disagree. But at the same time, AP had some punches and some bars that were crazy, that weren't getting the respect they deserve. So
yeah.
What do you look
so
for
like
more?
I was there in the room for that battle, and honestly, I was talking to Regal about this earlier. Like, it just seems like he wasn't hitting in the room for some reason. He was real mellow with his delivery. I was in the back, but I was still in the room. You know what I mean? I didn't see a lot of confidence, and like you could tell. I was like, this is gonna be like a Goon Maroon or like a, but he came up as you know. And when I saw the footage, I was like, dude, this is a different battle than I saw in person.
Yep.
His shit was nice. He had some good schemes. He had some good punches, and it came across a lot clearer on the footage. And it was a lot closer on the footage than it was in the room.
A lot closer. Listen, honestly, to keep it a buck, if you would just read the bars on paper and someone said, which one of these bars, if you could steal them and use them in your next battle, which ones, I would have said AP.
Yeah.
Without thinking twice.
He had some shit in there that just wasn't, I don't know if people weren't hearing it or if they weren't, it was the first battle of the night. You know, kind of sometimes those are the best because everybody's hype, but sometimes people aren't really, you know.
Oh, so it was the first battle of the night?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe they wasn't like, you know, worked in and ready for it like that. But my thing is that your vocal projection and your delivery is almost just important as the bars are these days in battle rap. It used to be, you know, people would just listen in and listen to see who said the most dope stuff and just, all right, he's the winner. But now you got to make sure your performance is on point. And Doe's performance was crazy. So,
stage presence is like 60% of this stuff.
Yep.
You know, if
your battle with Boss Ace. Now, I'm not saying your bars were better as well, but what really I think won it for you was in the heat of the moment when he was going at you, you was just looking at him, and then when it was your turn to go, you was cool. You was just like, I was just kicking it around, roundhouse. Like you didn't seem phased. You just seemed like you were in your element and you were doing you. So
I was a full moon.
Right.
Not phased.
Right. Okay. So you just I'm gonna steal that from my battle.
That was in the Boss Ace battle.
Okay, I'm stealing it still. I don't care.
Got that.
Nah, but yeah, it's crazy. But the presence, the stage presence, and the delivery of the bars is just as important right now. So these days.
And like you said it before on talking about like other like the Danger Regal battle, like, and this is what I think hurt Ace too, because he had some shit, but like you can't let shit get to you in the middle of a battle.
Right.
Like that's gonna make those bars hit 10 times more.
Mm-hmm.
Like when the apple picking line, for instance,
Right.
when like he looked at his boys, he was like, "Yeah, it's all right." Like you could just tell shit was getting to him
Right.
when like when it didn't have to, and like with Danger, when Danger co-signed Regal's thing about the about going to Boston, like
Mm-hmm.
that stuff can hurt you.
Yeah. Yep.
You're giving those bars much more impact and much more truth to them.
Yep. When you're talking, when you're letting them show that it's affecting you, but yeah, like another thing that Boss Ace was doing is Boss Ace. He didn't seem comfortable, and it seemed like he was forcing it. Like he was like, "I'm rapping better than you ever will," and I was like, "All right, you know, just like if you would have been cooler with it, it would have worked out a lot better. I think it would have been.
Yeah.
I think he would have came off a lot better. But it did seem like he got the bubble guts. It did seem like it was nervous a little bit. So the nerves might have gotten to him.
Yeah.
But you know, I still think Boss Ace got a chance. Like you know, his next battle, I think whoever he's going against next is in trouble because I know he has a lot to prove now.
Hungry.
Yep. So who are you battling on the card?
Speen.
Speen, that's right.
Speen, Oakland.
All right. So of course you think you're gonna win against Speen, but what do you think Speen's strengths and his weaknesses are?
So I like Speen's style. I think we have a close style with like the jokes and the punches and stuff. Mm-hmm. My whole thing is like I'm gonna kind of show my card here a little. Like I want him to come with more stage presence and more confidence.
Okay.
Because his bars are there, and like he had some stuff. And I think it was the Legend battle when he did a scheme about Instagram, and like you'll see headshots. But then he's like, you know, did a Charlie Clips thing. He's like, I'll do a whole nother scheme with that Instagram thing. He's like, all you're gonna see is a body.
Right. Okay.
It's like a butterface. All you'll see is a body. Like shit like that. I like that shit. You know?
Right. Rosser Kent said nobody does it as well as Caswell, and so far that's the truth. Nobody's shown that they can do it better yet until they take you out, I guess. So
you know, hey, I'm saying I've had 4 rounds. I try not to be cocky, but I'm 4-0. You know.
Okay. So who are your 4 opponents? I know you had
No, 4 rounds.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's start off with. I want to start off with the second night because I already did my predictions on the first night. I want to start off on the second night. And
real quick, did you make it through the whole card?
No, I didn't make it through all of. You're right. I didn't make it through the whole first night. I missed Motion versus Kinetic. Are you familiar with Kinetic?
Yeah, he's from out my way.
Okay.
You know? He's the vet in this. Like I just ran back with Regal talking about. I like Motion's bars. I just feel like the same thing. That confidence, that presentation.
Yep.
Lacks, and he's lackadaisical, and he's kind of monotone.
Yep.
But his bars are there.
So my thing with Motion is that he'll say some stuff that is just not good. He'll have some bars that are just not good. And then out of nowhere, he'll say something, I'm Harambe. Nobody comes near anyone who comes near my pen dies. And then I'm like, how did he go from a bum to Loaded Lux in one battle? So like Motion, he'll say some stuff that's really like, okay, why did you write that? And then he says some stuff that is like a room shaker. So
which in his benefit kind of makes it hit harder because you're not expecting
it. Right. So it all depends on which Motion shows up. Motion and the crowd too. For some reason, Motion can say the same bars in 2 different crowds. And one night he'll get like everybody on his side, and then the next night they'll just be like, just quiet, and then just laughing, and then so Motion's like he's hard to predict.
Yeah, I mean, Kinetic's been doing this for a while, and I'm hoping that he's in his bag in this match because he's taking some time off, but he's got the ability to get Motion. It all depends on, like you said, what Motion shows up, and if Kinetic's kind of evolves with the times.
Okay, so you bet in the house. Who you putting your money on?
I'm putting on. If Kinetic shows up, if he evolves, I think he's got Motion.
Okay. All right. So I already know who you're gonna give to this one: John Regal versus Mr. Good Bars.
Do you?
I think I'm gonna take a wild guess on this one. I'm not 100% sure, but I think you got Mr. Good Bars in a body.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, right. So how is so I've never seen Mr. Good Bars either. What's his style? Is he punch heavy?
Here's the thing. So I saw, I watched one of his battles last night.
Yep.
And
okay,
nothing really hit for me. Very simple stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it didn't even rhyme. And, you know, it was just, he's got a good presentation, but there's nothing there.
Okay. Okay.
You know, which could help him in the room. You know, but like Regal, you know how Regal does it. Like he's gonna bully him. He's gonna just like not bully him like that. But Regal's presentation is one of his strongest points.
Right.
His delivery and stuff, and the way he's got, you know, the way he sets things up, the way he kind of just takes over. He's got like a Pat Stay, like head ice kind of presence to him. The way he can control a room,
Mm-hmm.
even if people.
Okay. So you got Regal with the body, or you got Regal just edging it?
I got, you know, Good Bars could beat himself.
Okay.
You know, I don't think Regal even has to really put much effort into his, which I've heard some of his stuff. He's got some shit for the boy. You know, he's gonna be talking to him. You know.
Yeah.
Which is what
so to me, this is like a sport. I feel like I'm on Sports Center sometimes when I'm You're right. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope they bring a, you know, Regal. Regal doesn't really need this win, honestly. Regal's cemented.
Yeah, his resume's stacked.
Yep. All right, so we got White Shadow versus Timbo.
So I'm not really a fan of White Shadow. No shade. I'm not a fan of his style. I think it's no shade. I think it's elementary.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with Timbo.
All right.
But kind of the same idea that I think Shadow could beat himself. You know, depending on how Timbo does. I think Regal said he knows Timbo, that he's got some shit. But unless Shadow has picked it up a lot since his last few battles. I mean, this is a big card.
Right.
There's a lot of killers on this card.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I don't see them putting him up against a Dickhead Magoo or a Goon Maroon, you know?
Right.
So
I hope Goon Maroon is there just so I can meet him. I just want to. I just want to meet the legend. I want to meet the legend. So we have Volume 2, AP versus Storm Jr.
So, like we were just talking about, AP in that battle.
Yep.
Was underrated and underappreciated.
Yep.
And that was his first battle.
Okay.
So, and Storm Jr., I mean, we may catch it later, but what are we going to catch when the battle's going on?
Right.
You know? And here's the thing, like, there's been a lot of accusations of fighting and all that. I mean, it's battle rap. People take schemes, I guess, but when you're a cookie cutter, like, replacing somebody's whole bar with, you know, and using that again.
Right.
Which I've seen the presentation of that a few times from him.
Okay.
But he's got he has the ability to grow.
Right.
I just see AP taking this no problem.
Honestly, I have to go with AP as well from what I've seen. I do think it has to do more with his
accent.
Yeah, his accent, man. I just can't. I don't hear a lot of the stuff I hear when I listen to it 2 or 3 times. Because, like, when I'm doing a review and I'm trying to, like, figure out what lines or how to have to, like, rewind it. Okay, what did he say there? And then I'm listening. I got my laptop to my ear, and I got to put headphones in. And then it's just like, I don't know. I think his style works against him with his accent. Because he'll say something, and it might be fire. And then he'll, like, celebrate like he just landed a haymaker. But I still don't understand what he said. So then it starts to be irritating because I'm not catching it. And then it's just like, boo this man.
Yeah. So, like, the accent, I get it. But, like, look, I watch a lot of UK battles. Watch a lot of, you know, battles from around the world. And that accent, you know, even in some UK battles, it's hard to catch. But, like, you catch stuff.
Yeah.
You know when people are scheming. You know when people are punching.
Right.
And, like, I'm a big fan of like dudes over there and Don't Flop and stuff. I know like they're doing UK KOTD's doing a UK event soon,
Yep.
and I love that style out there that they got going.
Right.
Back from jump off days.
Yep.
You know, and you know I think if he kind of like what you were saying with Danger when like he yells every
bar,
round,
yep.
like his punches don't connect as well.
Right.
I think if you know Storm Jr. kind of laid off of like his own reaction and being his own biggest fan,
yep.
and let the audience react to his bars,
yep.
you know, and maybe project more,
right,
then he could be out there. He could be doing something. But for this battle, I'm gonna say AP because I just see him getting better and getting more confident.
Okay, so we got AP winning that one. GS versus Doe.
So. This is one of the ones that me and Regal disagree on.
Okay.
When you see that live later.
All right. So wait. So let me tell you who I think is gonna win first, and you tell me.
Yeah.
Am I team Regal or am I team Caswell? So Doe is more aggressive, a lot more aggressive than GS is, but GS bars, they are crazy, and GS has the ability with his style to make an okay bar sound like a haymaker just by his delivery. I think that spells for a long night for Doe. I think that and I had Doe winning his battle against I had Doe winning against AP, but I don't think he's going to beat GS. The aggressive stuff really isn't going to work. It's not going to get GS rattled. He's too laid back. So getting all in his face and everything is not going to work. He's going to have to beat him with the bars. And I don't think that Doe is ready yet. His pen is good, but I think it has room for improvement. I think it's going to get there. I just don't think it's there yet. So I got to give it to I got to give it to GS and his style.
All right, so that was Team Regal.
Okay. Okay.
Here's my reasoning.
Okay.
Why I went. So off of just literally looking at the poster, looking at the card, and just who am I crossing out and who am I keeping?
Right.
You know? And I was there that night in the room. Doe has great stage presence.
Yep.
But I will agree with you and Regal on this point that GS, you can't affect somebody that just isn't being affected by your bar.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like, if you're going in with that aggressive style, like sometimes it works for Saint.
Yep.
It worked for Doe in the room at that AP. But you know, I do agree with you and Regal that it's bars over everything, really.
Right.
When it comes down to it, this is what we do. This is why we do it.
Right.
And GS has that like slow kind of cook 'em slow style, and you know, he's got it. You know, Saint saying 3-0 Doe. Watch.
Hey,
that's who I went with. Yep. We'll see that night. I went with Doe. I'm not saying 3-0, but I think if Doe kind of focuses on his opponent and not really on, oh, this is what I've been through. You know, I just got out of the box, this and that. You know, focus on your opponent.
Right.
And, you know, I think it could be a good battle.
Right.
It's going to be a good battle either way.
Right. So,
I edged this to Doe.
So the way I looked at it is I looked at Doe's last battle, which I'm about to release the review for, which I had him winning. And then I looked at GS last battle, and I think it was against Storm, right? And I thought if those two got together and battled each other, I'd give the edge to Storm. I'm not saying Storm. I mean GS. I'm not saying GS would destroy him or body him. I just think it would be. I think it would be a close one, but I think GS deserves the edge. Shout out to Mr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde is in the building. Shout out to Saint.
What's up? What's up, Saint?
Yeah. Let's jump to Mr. Hyde. Since Mr. Hyde is here right now, let's jump to Mr. Hyde and Bosco.
All right.
Who do you have winning that battle?
I have Hyde, and this is why.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
He kind of touched on it in his live, and Regal and I just touched on it in our live. Like, he's saying, you know, he presents a problem for Bosco.
Yeah.
Because he's a puncher, but I think it's more than just the punches too. He's got that presence. His delivery is on point. And I mean, this track record of guys choking against him. Bosco's not going to choke. I'm not saying that.
Right.
But I'm just like, he's just got that. He overwhelms the crowd, and he makes an average bar hit fucking 10 times harder because of the way he delivers it. You know? And Bosco is nice. I like Bosco. I like his style. I just think this matchup, unless Bosco comes in his bag and like has something to cater to Hyde, then I think Hyde's got this 2-1. You know, maybe debatable, but I think Hyde's gonna edge it personally.
Okay. So I agree with almost everything that you said. Here's the kind of the wild card in this situation. Bosco can talk. He has a lot of things he can say about Hyde, just due to Hyde being such a presence on Facebook.
Yeah.
So he can, like, the comments and the arguments and the stuff that he could talk about. He could talk about it. So I think, and Bosco's good. His strength is talking to you. So I think Bosco has a chance. And his experience. I always tend to lean towards the experience more than, even though Hyde is a couple battles in now, this is going to be a bigger stage. It's going to be the biggest stage due to all the other people that are going to be there for Hyde. So it's hard. I definitely, if I had to put my house on the line or gun to my head, I would just say shoot me. I would just say shoot me. I can't do it. I can't. Someone said Storm beating GS. Can't agree with that at all. Nope, Storm did not beat GS. If that's what I said, I apologize. I said it wrong. GS bodied Storm.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't. That's a mistake on my part.
That's what you were there too. And your was 3-0, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I did. I had GS beating Storm decisively. So yeah, I would, if a gun was to my head, I would say shoot me. But if I really had to make a choice, I can't. I just can't. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Leave it at that.
I feel like a scrub though. I think a man should just be able to say, I think this person's gonna win. But I don't know, man. It's gonna be one of them battles. All right.
That's what
Johnny King versus King Fame. What did you think about Johnny King's last battle?
Which one?
Because
hasn't released yet.
He just had one on Premiere, or it just got released, a recently released one.
I'm waiting for him and Saint to be released.
Okay.
I mean, no, him and Speen.
Okay, right. So was that at ECCM?
No, that was at the Purge.
Okay.
I'm waiting on that, but I don't know. Johnny King's got some stuff. There's no hate, no shade on anything about Johnny King, but I have been watching his versus Grey Matic at ECCM. Did that drop already?
So Saint said it was versus Grey Matic, ECCM.
That dropped?
I know one recently did drop with him, so I'm thinking that is the one that dropped.
I'll have to peep it. Honestly, I haven't seen it yet.
Right. So okay,
but
so he said it did drop.
I've been watching some of Fame King stuff, and he is clean.
Right.
He punches heavy. Yeah. He's scheme, and his delivery is on point. He's got that kind of, laid back swag, but then he gets in your face and he gets wild with it, and I just like his style. And if Johnny King comes prepared, and there's none of this stuff we've seen, in the past with like Hyde and stuff like that.
Right.
This could be a good battle. As of right now, I'm Fame King taking this.
Okay. So Johnny King will be the king that will reign supreme at the end of the night.
That's what you believe?
I believe so. I am going with Johnny King.
All right.
All right. So we got.
So are they going to do this wager that the loser has to drop King from their name?
I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if they're doing that. I know it was. I read that it was being mentioned, but I don't think either of them will really want to handle it like that. My question to you is, on a quick side note, is should Premier Rap Battle League have a title? Should there be a champion?
Yeah,
I think there definitely should be a champion.
absolutely. People are saying that, like, oh, they're gonna, because everybody's their own fan and stuff like
Yep.
that. But listen, that's gonna make have like a Grand Prix or something. Do something to give somebody, to make them earn the title. Don't just give it to somebody, or pick two people to battle for the chain or battle for the title. Do like a tournament. Maybe like a 2-event tournament or something.
So, okay, I agree with what you're saying to an extent. Again, I kind of think, honestly, if I was DAF, or if I was the people there, I would put the title on someone who's represented Premier, someone who's like a Deese. Yep, I would give Deese the belt now, right?
Yeah.
And then I would be like, you have to defend it every other event or whatever, and put some incentives on it. And then, other dudes move up and have rankings at the end of each event. Who moves up in the rankings, who moves down in the rankings. Like GS, I would have had go up in the rankings after the Battle with Storm. I would have Wes be up there, one of the people to get ready to battle.
Absolutely.
I'd have Louis Lowe a little bit down a little bit, because Louis Lowe did win his last battle against Danger, but before that he lost. So I think there's a great opportunity for there to be a championship in Premier. I think Premier has it together.
There's a lot of good battlers in this league.
Right. So
yeah, I'm all for them having a title.
Yep, I think they should. I think we should work on it. I mean, when I'm up there, I'm gonna talk to Daff about it. See, I don't know, maybe if we can get some people to put in some money towards a belt and everything. And
I mean, I see 4 nice ones behind you.
Yeah, but I'm talking about one made specifically for Premier.
Yeah.
So but we could do it. So we got Buds versus Stizzy Bang. Are you familiar? I'm familiar with Stizzy Bang a little bit. I'm not familiar with the Buds.
Me neither.
Okay. So I say Stizzy Bang's gonna win.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't know. I like his name better. We already did Bosco versus Mr. Hyde. Al 40 Cal versus Blue.
So when me and Regal did this earlier, he had Al 40 Cal taking it.
Okay.
I have Blue taking it.
And I'm with you. I have Blue. I think I've seen more of Blue, and I think Blue has the bars, he has the presence, he has the vocal projection. I just would put it on Blue. We got Pop versus Too Slick.
So I got Pop on this one.
Really?
Yeah.
What does Pop bring to the table?
I'm just not a fan personally of Too Slick.
Okay.
I think, I've seen some of his ECCM battles. I've seen some of his Premier battles. Yep. No shade. This could be a preference thing.
Yep.
I just think Pop's gonna. Is this a 1-rounder or a 3-rounder?
Don't know. Doesn't say.
Yeah. I think Pop's got it. Like Regal saying, Pop's fire.
Right.
I don't know. It depends on what Too Slick. If Too Slick is prepared, if he shows up to battle, because he battled at the Frozen Alive too. When he showed up to perform, he wasn't gonna battle. He was supposed to face him.
Okay. So all right. So I guess I'll have to go with Pop then, even though I'm not too familiar with him. So J2 versus Optic Sights.
I got J2.
I got J2 as well.
All right. I mean, Optic's been doing his stuff. He's been on a little run.
Yeah.
I think J2 presents too much of a problem for him, to come across with. I mean, Optic reminds me of E. Farrell.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's just like the way he kind of delivers, the way he kind of moves when he's delivering. Right. I just see E. Farrell every time I watch him battle.
I saw one of Optic's first battles when he was Patty G. He, in that battle when he was Patty G, was along. I think Goon Maroon would have had a chance of beating him when he was Patty G in his first battle. The latest. And he's one of the people that, like, should be it. Like he should do like a story of his life, of how he lost that first battle as horribly as he did, but he didn't give up and he came back and he became nice. He's not bad. So I think that he should. But yeah, I think Jaitu brings too many problems. Too many problems.
Presence, punchlines, his bars, his presence is overwhelming too sometimes.
Yeah. So let's get in a little bit of trouble with the main event of night 2. Gutta versus Prez Mafia. I'll go first on this one.
Yeah.
So, Gutta is my man, 100 grand. I think Gutta has it all. Gutta has the potential to one day be one of the top battle rappers in the U.S., period. The potential.
Yeah.
I think if Prez Mafia is taking this card seriously, and he comes with I think it's going to be a 1-rounder, so it doesn't really matter who wins. But I think if Prez Mafia really comes with at his best, and then at Gutta's best, if I've seen him, I would have to go with Prez Mafia. However, I know that most battle rappers, when they come to smaller stages, they don't come with their best stuff. Yeah. They don't. And I think that if I had to put money on it, I would have to put money on Gutta.
So let me preface this by saying I was looking forward to Gutta versus E-City.
Right.
I was really looking forward to that. Yep. Unfortunately, that's not the battle we're talking about.
What happened? You know what happened?
I don't know. I think City's got some stuff going on.
Okay.
I don't. I just, they're not battling in match. That's all I know.
Wow, that's too bad. Because that would have been the worth the price. I'd rather see that than Prez Mafia versus Gutta, honestly.
Yeah.
So
me too.
E-City's it's crazy.
Prez is Prez Mafia.
Yep.
He's been doing this for a while. But that's something I wanted to see when I saw that card.
Yep.
That's gonna make me come to day 2 too.
Okay.
Just that battle alone.
Right.
So Gutta versus Prez Mafia, like you were saying, I feel like a lot of these bigger names, when they come to smaller leagues, come to just make a presence and get that check.
Yep, mail it in.
Yeah, and that's it. And Gutta is, I think, gonna adapt to a longer round. His stage presence, his confidence, the way he moves when he's spitting his bars, like he goes back and forth, the punches, like he's well rounded.
Right.
He's very versatile. I like him.
Yep.
If Prez Mafia takes this battle a little light at all,
right,
I don't see it ending well for him.
Right. Listen, if Prez Mafia takes it seriously, it's still going to be a fight. He's still going to have problems.
Yeah.
So.
And like Hyde was saying and Slick when they had their live, whoever goes second could be an advantage, but even if Gutta goes first, he could take it out. Yeah. He could end it right there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Prez won't have stuff to say because he's gonna talk. He's gonna spit his shit. But Gutta, I don't know. I'm a fan of what he does. The Mommy Bars are all doing their thing, and I'm looking forward to this battle. I would have liked to see Gutta and E-City a little more.
Right.
But I'm looking forward to it. I picked Gutta in my prediction. Just because you don't know what Prez you're going to see. Are you going to see Prez from URL?
Right.
Or are you going to see Prez come into PRBL half-assing it?
And honestly, I think I would lean towards him coming in halfway. So. So about this championship thing, I think Gutta would be one of the top people to be contending for the championship if Deist was crowned champion in Imaginary Land.
Oh, yeah.
Who do you think would win between Deist and Gutta? Because Deist has the bars. Deist's pen is, I would say, it has the edge over Gutta's right now. But Gutta has that performance.
And it's because Gutta's got shit too.
Yeah, he does.
He's got body. And his performance, it makes it so much more believable.
Right.
And so much more intense. just the way he delivers, like his motions that he's going through when he's delivering and stuff.
Right.
I think it would be a great battle.
Right.
If Deist, Deist fire. You can't take anything away from what he's done, and he's fire.
Right.
I think it would be a debatable 3-rounder. If I had to pick a winner between the two, both at their peak performances, as of right now, because I just see Gutter getting better and better. As of right now, I would probably go with Gutter.
Can't argue. I think I would probably go with Gutter too. I think that Deist, like on paper, if you looked at him on paper, I would give the edge to Deist. But I just think Gutter, he has the charisma. He just brings. I think he would just bring more to the table.
You froze a little. I got a phone call. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. I just think that Gutter would just bring more to the table. I think Deist would probably Deist would definitely try to bar him to death, and he would probably come really close to succeeding. But I just think Gutter has a lot of. Gutter just has more. Here's
the thing, in a judge battle for a title, you're not going for the footage.
Right. You don't have the footage.
You're going for the room.
Yeah. And
I think that's where Gutter's gonna edge him too, because his shit's gonna hit just as hard. And like,
go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, listen. The thing that's always bothered me about battle rap, even like I used to do shit back in the day on like Creation Center, like fucking text battling and stuff when I was like a kid. Yeah. And there's always dick riders.
Right.
And like that always, and like gas.
Yeah.
And like that takes away from what's actually going on between the two battlers.
Right.
And so I've never been a fan of that. And I'm just hoping that in a battle with that, where Gutter's going to bring a lot of people, Deist is going to have a lot of people there, that you can get an unbiased reaction from the crowd instead of just gas and gas.
Right. Know? So, Daph, if you're out there, we really going to be pushing for a championship. We need to really, it's hard. It's going to be hard to say you're better than someone if you don't have the belt. If I'm carrying the belt, then you can say what you want on Facebook, but that's just Facebook talk now. I got the belt. You got to come see me. So, I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited about Premier. My home in the battle league that I started off in is Massacre Battle Association. They're the battle league in my hometown, but like Premier is like my second home now. Like I'm familiar with the battlers and the like the cards and stuff like that. That's why I don't mind doing the traveling to get up there to see him. But I'm gonna be like kind of like starstruck. I'm gonna be like, oh, there's Mr. Hyde. Oh, there's these finalists. I'm really gonna be like excited because I've been watching all you guys for the longest. So, do you have any prediction on your battle? I know you have yourself winning. Do you think you're gonna win 3-0 or 2-1?
I mean, for what I got prepared already, I'm gonna. So it depends on what he comes with.
Right.
For me personally, what I have ready, I know my first and third are done like 2 wins right there. And my second depends on what he comes with. Say 3-0. I'm gonna say I'm 7-0 at the end of this battle with no rounds lost.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you another question. Rare Breed Entertainment, another battle league. Rare Breed Entertainment just came out with some new rules for their battles that they have because they had that fight with Jims and Goods. So some of the rules I heard, some actually make some sense. Like one rule is you can't be talking through the other dude's round, which I think would help some people. Because some dudes, like you said earlier, it shows your emotion when you're responding to every single thing. Like when Regal was battling Danger and Regal said something about job, he was like, I have a job. And he seemed really offended because someone said he didn't have a job. And I was like, why are you talking? Just don't let it phase you. But they have a no talking rule. They're going to have you can't have all your boys up on the stage with you. I don't know how I feel about that one, but I guess since it did end up being a fight, I don't know how I feel, but how do you feel about like some of those rules and if they came to Premier?
I mean, the no talking thing, that's been a rule in some leagues for a while.
Yep.
You know, don't talk through his shit. Let him get his stuff off. I think that's been a long time coming. As far as like you can't have your boys on stage with you,
Mm-hmm.
like first of all, it's battle rap. Second of all, there's a lot of real dudes in battle rap. A fight's gonna happen if a fight's gonna happen, and dudes will jump out of the crowd.
Right.
If you know what I mean? If things are gonna go down. So
Right.
I don't think, and I think you're taking away from that pit feel.
Right.
You know, that you know, like pit battles and stuff. That everybody's surrounding you. You two in the middle.
Yep.
Like, get it.
Right.
And I like that. I like that style. So, I mean, the no talking thing, that's a no-brainer for me, I think. Because then...
You froze up on me. Might have got a call again or something. So that was, that's Mike Caswell, and we just went over the card, the Invasion Volume 2 card. Also, I want to encourage you guys to be looking out for that Massacre Battle Association card, Anarchy 2, I believe it is, or Anarchy something. That flyer is supposed to be that card. I am battling Coil, so be on the lookout for that one. And that's all I got. So it's your boy Truth It. I'll holla.